Welcome back to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries playthrough of Nazi Zombies on Black Ops 1. So I warned Gerdad ahead of time that we may run out of shit to talk about because this is a zombies minigame after all, so it's going to start to get pretty repetitive, hence the speed up right here.
So any particular reason why you're doing a speed up here?
Because all I'm doing is following at this point, because now the zombies are at maximum speed. You're gonna see me. Oh, fire sale. You're gonna see me do the route and start shooting the zombies at very specific intervals. But with the fire sale, it only costs 10 points to go for a random weapon. So you want to hit as many boxes as you can while you have fire sale.
Yeah, but fire sale only lasts for what, like 20 seconds?
Well, all the power-ups last for about 30 seconds. Yeah, except for Carpenter. Carpenter and max ammo. Turning around. Straight line path. And we're back to square one.
Ammo!
Oh my god, it's a max ammo. One of the most welcome things you can find at this stage of Nazi zombies.
Nuclei shoot you with lots of firearms.
Yes. For to make proletarian body parts. You drop like cuddle bourgeois. And as soon as I realized it was a dog round, this is actually basically an opportunity for me to hit the box a few times. That is a monkey. I do not get monkeys. Yes, I am aware that they are extremely useful, but they cause my game to crash, so I can't use them.
Really?
Yes.
Is that just a problem with your physical, or is that a known bug?
It's a bug that they fixed in a patch that you have to download, but I never connected to the internet with this game. It's also why I'm not using grenades. So, yeah, you're not going to see me use either monkeys or grenades. Even though they're useful, they are very useful. The monkey distracts all the zombies.
And then, after it takes enough damage, it explodes on the zombies.
I don't think it's based on damage, because the zombies don't really attack it. They just kind of huddle all around it.
So is it on a timer, then?
It's on a timer.
Okay.
And then it explodes. So what's your favorite rock and roll legend?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not really that into rock and roll legends themselves. I would have to say that if I had to pick one, I'd be horribly stereotypical and say Jimi Hendrix, even though I'm not actually a fan of all that much of Jimi Hendrix's work. I think that Jimi Hendrix is the one that I'm supposed to be saying, you know?
The one that's supposed to be saying, as in, you would be crucified by the hardcore rock and roll fans.
Well, I acknowledge that Jimi Hendrix is very important for rock and roll history. I just don't know why. It's
because he was a virtuoso. He was more than a virtuoso. He was a prodigy. Man was very talented at guitar.
Yeah, but the most famous thing I know about Jimi Hendrix is that he did a cover of Dylan's "All Along the Watchtower" really well. And although that track is pretty awesome, I actually prefer the live rendition of it that Dave Matthews Band did at Folsom Field.
What of
"All Along the Watchtower"?
Well, did they cover Jimmy? Well, they must have covered Bob Dylan, not Jimi Hendrix.
I don't think so. I think they covered Hendrix's edition because it's much heavier. It's much heavier than Bob Dylan's version.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of somebody who actually did do Bob Dylan's version, like with the acoustic guitar.
And honestly, the acoustic guitar that Bob Dylan brings to "All Along the Watchtower" is not nearly as powerful as the acoustic guitar that it brings on Hurricane. I actually think that Hurricane is one of Bob Dylan's best tracks.
It's one of it's funny. It's I'm glad you said that because I also love Hurricane, and it's important for history because like it tells a true story.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite rock and roll story or anecdote?
One from Metallica.
No. Story or anecdote, like something that involved like the people in the music business.
Ah.
Or
I really don't follow rock and roll history all that much, but I think that what I'd still end up saying, even though it sounds stupid, One from Metallica. The story in One really touches me.
well, the story in One by Metallica is about a soldier who gets killed in action.
No, he doesn't get killed. He gets completely disabled, and I believe you'll find that. The movie Billy's Got a Gun is uh, is what inspired the lyrics in One.
Billy's got a gun.
Yeah, Burke and I went out to see Billy's Got a Gun, and it's honestly a pretty slow piece, but the character that Billy's got is honestly it speaks to me, it does.
So, I mean, does he like succumb to depression or something?
He does at the very end, but he's killed in a mercy killing.
Oh, wow! And that's in One.
Yeah, yeah. Well, One isn't. It's not ever brought up in One, but it's brought up in Billy's Got a Gun.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's deep, man.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, need it be said that there's high mortality rate among veterans. I think sucks.
Hell, the music video for One appropriates a lot of the aspects and events that happen in Billy's Got a Gun.
Yeah, you gotta tell the full story because honestly, like for example, going back to Bob Dylan's Hurricane, like if I didn't hear that song, I never would have heard of the Reuben Carter story.
Right. Same here.
You know. So it's like if it's out there and if it's in a place where people can find it, then the story gets told.
That being said, I don't think that Billy's Got a Gun is honestly a true story.
It really?
It could be, but I very much doubt it.
I mean, I'm sure it's something that's happened many, many times.
Complete physical disability paired with the inability to express it.
Inability to express the disability?
Yeah.
Isn't that just as easy as showing like, hey, I'm a paraplegic, I can't move?
Well, no, he is accused of not only having no arms and legs, but also the doctors that are working on him note that he still has brain activity, but he has no method to actually express what he's thinking.
Oh, so he's like a vegetable.
Yeah, he is very much a vegetable.
Wow. God damn, that is sad, man.
Yes, it's a very sad piece, but I enjoy it. Why do you keep switching into the terrible pistols?
All in the interest of saving time, because eventually I'll get a gun that's passable enough where I can walk away from the box safely. One of my favorite rock and roll anecdotes. It's not like a story that was codified to song. Is the legend of Brian Johnson and Bon Scott well before AC/DC took off. Is when I might have even told you this story once before, but I never mentioned it on Rocket Rabbit. So Bon Scott Bon Scott's the original lead singer of AC/DC. He passed away in 1980, I think it was 80
Okay.
or 82. But well before that, he was heavily inspired by Brian Johnson.
Okay.
Brian Johnson was playing at a club one night, and Bon Scott he was contemplating how to improve his vocal style because he just got out of a jam session. It's like, I'm gonna chill out, and I'm gonna watch this band. So he goes, he sees Brian Johnson playing, and Brian Johnson, he's just belting out songs in such a way it moves Bon Scott. It's like, he was really inspired by the intensity and the real, like, harrowing pain he was communicating with his vocals. But little did Bon Scott know that Brian Johnson was in actual physical agony while he was on stage, which was the reason why he was singing the way he was. His appendix burst during a song, so he was just in total agony for that entire night. From that moment onward, Bon Scott walked away thinking, "Wow, what a great singer." And then shortly after he left, Brian Johnson was wheeled out in an ambulance. And then I think 10 years after that night, Bon Scott passed away, and AC/DC nominated Brian Johnson to be the new frontman.
Okay. I don't think you ever actually told me that story.
No, it's one of my favorite rock and roll stories of all time. I got a lot of good ones.
You got any ones feature Def Leppard?
Not Def Leppard. I got a good Led Zeppelin story.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about a Deep Purple story?
No, not Deep Purple. No.
Man.
I know the Doors. I know a couple from Led Zeppelin. Shit. No, I feel like if I mull it over, I'll think of something else.
Well, I could probably bullshit a rock story about Deep Purple.
Oh, you're the master of crafting stories on the spot. Like, Deep Purple had a sandwich one day. It contained red onion. Behold, Deep Purple.
So the other teddy bears that you see around are those potential box locations?
The teddy bears?
Yeah.
You must mean the teddy bear that's sitting on like a couple planks of wood and cement.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, is there a teddy bear? There is a teddy bear over there. Yes, that is a potential box location.
Okay.
I don't even think I ever fully registered that there was a teddy bear sitting on that.
Well, when you land the teddy bear on the random box, that location gets covered up with a teddy bear.
Yes, it does.
So I was wondering if that was the connection there.
Yeah, I think there are like 6 or 7 random box locations throughout the theater. It can only ever be one of the 7. There is also a game-breaking glitch in Nazi Zombies where you have to... Something about using fire sale causes the box to glitch out, so you can't use it for the rest of the game, and it's pretty terrible when that happens. Because if the box glitches out, and if you don't have Thundergun, you're fucked.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure you could get through this game pretty far without Thundergun, but it's a needless challenge.
So, you do actually get Thundergun at some point, right?
At the very end of this video, as a matter of fact, yeah. It's normally my luck is not this bad because I must have hit the box like 30 to 40 times by the time I actually get it. There are times where I get it on the first try. Yes, Nikolai, he got slime from like 30 feet away.
I don't think you sharded, Nikolai.
I would shart. I would shart my pants. I am almost dead.
Yes.
I'm like, oh no, no, I put all this time in. Oh, thank God. Oh, the pressure is on. It's like, no, I'm mortal. Goddamn zombies. Nuke. Nuke. Damn it.
You can't pick up the nuke when it's surrounded by crawlers.
I am in serious trouble.
Why? You have plenty of ammo for your ray gun.
I know, but this is a bottleneck. If there were still like normal sized zombies, I would be panicking because this is a total bottleneck gonna get stuck situation. It's the stickiness of the zombies that makes them particularly challenging in this game, because when they attack you, they kind of hold on to you for a second. And then the other zombies surround you, and then you're screwed.
Right.
Okay, okay, this is the final run to get the Thundergun. Fuck you, box!
Spectre. There it is.
The Thundergun! And in the next and final part, we will use the Thundergun to triumph over the zombies.
No, we're going to die, remember?
We're going to die. Because zombies is not about winning, it's about not dying. For as long as possible.